There have been a ton of announcements from all the major PC handheld manufacturers recently, and one that has been conspicuously absent outside of leaks has been the Legion Go 2. We have seen and heard about the Legion Go 2 since of January of this year. We've gone the whole year hearing about it, talking about it, seeing leaks and rumors, but we really still don't have any actual release date yet, which is a little unfortunate. It's still slated to come out later this year, but people have been saying that this device is coming out at any moment, which could literally mean tomorrow or 3 months from now. And in that time, the biggest competitors to the Legion Go 2 have slowly started to make their way out. Even MSI Claw has released their Z2 Extreme equipped version of the MSI Claw 8 AI, which is shocking, let alone because that was the bastion of Intel-based PC handhelds, converting to the dark side with the AMD chipset, which is perfectly fine, but it's a little funny. The release date was revealed for the Xbox Ally. That is set to come out on October 16th, the day after my birthday, fun fact. And there are a few other handhelds that have come out since then, especially from more of the boutique people like 1X Player, and some pretty massive step forwards for the handheld industry from iNeo and GPD. Those guys are working on 8060S based graphics solutions for their whole PC handheld situation, which is honestly amazing. So it kind of makes me think that the Legion Go 2 is gonna be a little too late for massive widespread adoption, because for some reason they are simply not talking about it. They're not releasing any more information. We have to rely on a ton of leaks of people who have it physically in hand to actually film and talk about and use the device on camera, but we still don't have an actual release date. Knowing my luck though, they're probably going to release it tomorrow, because that's what everybody is saying. At any moment, they'll announce the release date. Currently, what from leaks and rumors suggest, it is supposedly coming out September or October. I lean more towards like November, December, but that's because I'm very pessimistic. I say it's too late, but not necessarily for normal reasons. There's still plenty of legitimate reasons you would want to get the Legion Go 2. It has one of the largest screens ever seen on a PC handheld, with an 8.8-inch OLED display with VRR that is 144 Hz. That alone is, for some people, a reason to buy this handheld all by itself, because of that massive, amazing screen. It's coming with a much larger 75 watt-hour battery. It's coming with the new Z2 Extreme processor, though current data suggests it's a little bit underwhelming, but with time it should get better a lot with new and more improved drivers, much like the original Z1 Extreme did. So my hopes are high that it will eventually get better, but you should never buy a product exclusively on what it can be rather than what it is currently, because in my personal opinion, you're better off just saving your coin now and then just buying it a little bit later once everything is better. But the things that people care about the most, mainly that new higher-end processor, can already be found on devices that are already out. So if all you were looking for was just the next most powerful PC handheld, you're probably waiting to buy something else from iNeo or GPD, or you already bought the MSI Claw AMD edition, or you're pre-ordered or going to buy the Xbox Ally when it comes out in October, or even you bought the iNeo 3 or the 1X F1 Pro Flyer, or whatever the hell that thing is called. These are all amazing handhelds that share the same DNA, with the fact that they're using very similar processor, give or take a couple cores here and there. It is functionally the same thing, and it's awesome. People can buy this same experience right now somewhere else when it comes to just raw gaming performance. But there is still some other advantages outside of the screen, the improved battery life, and increased storage capacity and RAM capacity. I would say the thing that the Legion Go 2 probably has over a lot of its competition is that unique form factor. that massive screen paired with detachable controllers, the massive touchpad, the mouse mode. It is arguably one of the most unique gaming experiences if you take out the fact that it is essentially a Nintendo Switch, but just PC. I mean, for Christ's sake, Nintendo straight up just copied the mouse mode from the original Legion Go on the Switch 2, which is hilarious. Realistically speaking, Nintendo probably was working on the Switch 2 and having that feature long before the Legion Go originally came out, but it's funny that they had like the same idea and the Legion Go came out first, so they'll always forever look like they copied Lenovo. I just think it is absolutely hilarious. Tangent aside, that is arguably one of the best features of the entire Legion Go series of handhelds, Legion Go S withstanding. This convertible, this dockable, this amazing Nintendo Switch-like form factor is a massive draw to a lot of people. So even though I think it might be a little too late for them to capture the more generic audience who will just simply buy the thing that is the best in the Best Buy, they still would have a hardcore audience of fans who love the form factor, who want a high refresh rate VRR 8.8-inch OLED display. That is still probably one of the most impressive features of this device, because the biggest problem with having OLEDs in the past is that they were amazing, but they couldn't also have VRR because 1, way too expensive, and 2, hard to manufacture, especially at the size requirements for a PC handheld. Only recently did we start seeing them more widely adopted in PC gaming monitors. Now we're finally seeing it come to actual PC handhelds after a few years of it being fairly common on monitors. So honestly, this is amazing to finally see them take that next step forward in advancing this technology for handhelds. But for some people, that might not be enough, or simply they were too late to just get in front of faces before everybody else. They were on a good track. Like I said, they announced it and showed it off. It was in people's hands at CES in Las Vegas in January. Like, people were using it. They were playing on it. They got to play and test games on it. It was there, but for some reason it was classified as a prototype, which is fair, and was labeled as not coming until later this year, which at that point could have been March, April, May. People were suspecting a June release at the time, but as the months dragged on, less and less it was talked about. The release of the Legion Go S came in May, with the other subsequent versions coming later on over the course of the next preceding months. That includes the lower spec Windows versions and the release of the SteamOS version. And so people just sort of assumed that after all of these versions of the Legion Go would finally come out, we would see the Legion Go 2. But then again, we moved into July, all the way through August, and the most we've seen was this massive leak of somebody who has the Legion Go 2 showed us the entire specs. They showed it playing games. They showed how the operating system looked, how the screen looked, how the device physically sat in your hand. They showed everything, but we still don't have a confirmed release date. So to answer the question in the title, no, I don't think it's too late for the Legion Go 2, but I certainly think they missed a massive window of opportunity considering how much further ahead, how much further along they were compared to a lot of the other competition that they're up against. I mean, the Xbox Ally was literally announced and is coming out probably before the Legion Go 2 in that time. We went from this device we never knew existed to it existing and coming out before the Legion Go 2 even got its release date. It's a little insane that they waited this long to talk about it. Other than that, I would love to hear what you guys think about this down below. Are you at all excited for the Legion Go 2? Are you one of the holdouts who are waiting to buy that over anything else? I would love to hear what you guys think about this down below. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. All the other social media garbage down below. And last but not least, have a wonderful day.